I just saw a mech out on the battlefield, and it looked a lot like this. He was on our team, and I was firing my two LRM-20s Artemis, and then I'd have to wait 4.6 seconds, and then I could fire again. And on that second volley, then suddenly, out of nowhere, it's just boom, 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 out on the battlefield. I don't know if he was running Artemis or not, but this looks very possible. Doesn't have a lot of weapon as far as defensive goes. I never saw him fire his... Actually, I did. I did see him shoot his lasers, but they weren't X-Pulse. Yeah, so I did see him fire them. I don't know what they were, and I didn't have time to ask him because I was too quickly being killed. And he was busy, and I didn't want to bother him during his game. But this is essentially what he said. He says, I've got 6 LRM-10s. And he says, it's a blast. And I actually stopped and watched him, and I was like, oh my, that looks like a lot of fun. And the biggest problem I have with the Endersphere mechs is you can't put a lot of the weapon on there. The weapon does more damage overall when you calculate it. I want to take this into the battlefield and test it, though. So let's see. We were actually at Canyon Network, but I'm just going to go here because it's easy. There's a nice mech that's easy to see right from the get-go. And obviously this is just in the store, so there's no skills applied. You know, the funny thing is I just purchased another catapult just like 20 minutes ago.
Target acquired.
So I haven't even got the lasers loaded up, but I'm going to go ahead and just cycle these. Wow. This doesn't have any cool shots, obviously. I'm going to wait for it to get all the way to 0, and then I'm going to do a strike. See what happens when you fire all 6 of these at once with 0. Ooh, that's excessive. We're going to go into overheat.
Override engaged.
Why not? Doesn't belong to me. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Let's see if it can be done another way, though. A long time ago in a far-off galaxy, I used to drive Mad Dogs all the time. And I learned with the Mad Dogs, if you did 5 of the LRM-5s, or 6 of the LRM-5s, you could fire them almost continuously. Let's see if there's enough room to do this. Whoops, wrong size. And obviously there isn't enough room to do it here because there's only one slot. But look at that, I'm way down on the tonnage now. I don't think there's enough room to do 2 double heat sinks. No. But close. The heat management's way better now, too. Let's take this into the battlefield and see what happens.
Target acquired.
Cycle. This is hysterical. I don't know why I find this so funny. 8 LRM-5s with Artemis. Let's do an alpha strike and see what happens.
Heat level critical. Override engaged.
Look, it's breathing hard. Smoking a cigar. I don't know why I find that so funny. I just do. I may have to break the bank, but I'm definitely going to buy this mech. Just so I can do 8 LRM-5s with Artemis. This is just far too tempting. The funny thing is, a couple years ago I had this mech, but I tried running it and I just couldn't figure out how to run it. By the way, if you get this mech and you run this bone dry stock the way God intended it, it says the firepower is 250, but that's not right, because each one of these delivers 40 damage. So we get out my trusty calculator slash cell phone slash device for testing my blood sugar. Each one of these is 40. 40 times, how many are there? There's 8 of them, right? 8. That's 320 damage. Why does it say 250? I'll tell you why, since you should ask. TTB figured this out a couple years ago. Because the system is only designed to rate a maximum firepower of 250. So you could build a mech that's more than 250 and it would still show only 250 damage. Now what else is on this mech? So we have one of these that delivers another 20, so that's plus 20. So that's 340. And then we have 2 ERPPCs, which are delivering an additional 20. And then we have, what do we got here? Another 10. So that's 370 damage. Well, how much more damage can you do on this thing? Well, theoretically, if you don't mind exploding the first time you try. These are delivering 10 damage each, but they also weigh 7 tons. You could do 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like there's still room left over for something else. Wow, weird. Actually, how much damage do these deliver? 7. So let's add that on there. And add that on there. So now we have, what is it? 8 times 40, which equals 320, plus another 20. And then we have 18 plus 22. 380 damage this mech would do. Now granted, I'm sure you'd probably explode the first time you drive it. Let's find out. kind of goes in line with the Dire Star idea. I don't know who came up with this build design, but with the rocket pods. Now, granted, you can only use those rockets one time. 48.6. Basically, you're a walking atomic bomb. I don't even know if you'd be able to fire all the weapons before the mech exploded. But I'm willing to find out. I love the Dire Star. I'm glad somebody came up with it. I'm pretty sure Beef came up with it, but he may have not. Let's make sure we're in optimum range. We have the override turned on.
Target acquired.
All weapons are in optimum range. Let's go outside the cockpit, because this is just going to explode. I'm sure of it. Let's see what happens. Fire in the hole.
Heat level critical. Right torso destroyed. Left torso.
That is just awesome. I love that kind of shit. I think you have to put the override on because there would be so much heat that you wouldn't even be able to fire all the weapons simultaneously. But you could absolutely alpha strike an Atlas in one volley and it's over. So TTB did a video about this mech on the original loadout. And I think he said he took it out onto the battlefield a couple times. And I think he was running a pair of snub nose. Yeah, but no joke. 4 times 8 is 32. With the 0 add-on is 320. Plus the 10. Yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to buy this mech. And now that I know how to drive Intersphere mechs, I'm going to drive myself into the poorhouse with this. But I absolutely have to have this thing. And I've even got a name in mind. This one's Chupa, which is my A1. And this one's Syntech. It's kind of a weird inside joke. And if this one is Apophis, then this is going to be Anubis. So, I have just purchased another mech. I am broke. $12 million. I'm sure I can probably find more money, but... By the way, if you're looking for things in your cockpit, this drives me nuts. Nobody in their right mind would have a motorized turning gun holder. You would either have this guy here or nothing at all. And that looks like my Smith & Wesson. It also kind of looks like the Glock 17, but I think it looks more like my Smith & Wesson because I have a Smith & Wesson. Oh, absolutely. I don't like hanging items. I must have a million hanging items at this point. And the trumpets. Why not? Because my favorite is actually that pistol one. But I don't have any more of those. This thing is just imposing. Let's see here. I really like that pattern. I wish it was available. The one that's available for the... Let's do one shot. Hell yeah. I think it's too bright. Maybe go with black. Oh. Just like that. Wonder what this color does. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, that. With white. Like that. Yeah, that's done. And I'm going to go broke with this. Here we go, though. Strip. Strip all the equipment. Yes. Yes. Bye-bye. Seriously, 20 in the rear? What kind of a monster puts 20 in the rear? That is just a waste. It's like going up to a vending machine and dropping your money in and then walking away. I don't have this thing even remotely skilled because it's brand new. And I don't think I have anything to throw at it. Oh, God, that's a lot of armor. It better use it, that's for damn sure. Do I have any engines to throw on this thing? I might have a... No, I don't have any XLs to throw at this thing. Surely I could steal one from another mech, but... Yeah, 17 times. This thing's gonna be slow as shit. 43, yeah, that's pretty goddamn slow. Yeah, that is insanely slow. We'll speed it up at one point or another, but not right now. I'm running out of money. And we're definitely going Pharaoh because we've already figured out that it makes a difference. Indo may be lighter, but it doesn't give you more protection because Pharaoh gives you 12% more protection per ton with over standard, but occupies 14 critical slots. More protection. More protection is better. Just a fact. Only dealing in facts here, folks. And then I'm going to go with 4 ER medium lasers for now. We might upgrade it as we build it. And then, oh, whoops, forgot Artemis. There we go. It's like, wait, is it only taking 1 slot? Definitely need some ammo. And 1 little rocket pod, why not? Not worried about AMS at the moment, although I probably should be. Huh. I'm way under the number. I got 20 tons to spare. Look at that. Heat management's not very good, though. What happens if I go to an XL? I go broke. What's the speed now? 51? 52? What's the tonnage from 51 to 52? Oh, it's only half a ton? Wow. A little more. Am I almost broke? I am almost broke. However, my speed is 56 now. It's only a half a ton difference. Oh. That's 1 ton difference. This is maxed out. It's the biggest motor. Wow. You can put jump jets on this thing. They probably weigh like 5 tons apiece. 2 tons apiece. My bad. So I've got 6 tons of ammo. I'm going to go with a 7th ton of ammo, because I think I'm going to use it. And my heat management's 1.27. And I still got a lot of weight left that I can add toys to. So I'm going to go with medium pulses. Left and right. Do you see that? Shouldn't this, here's an example. This has a heat heat of 3.8. And this is a heat management of 3.6. So I'm going to go ahead and put these ER mediums on here. We're sitting at 1.2 right now. These ER mediums say that they're only 3.8 heat. Oh, is that what it is? No, it still has the same thing. These are 3.6. And I'm going down to the mediums, which weigh less, I might add, and have 5 damage. These are 3.8. These are 3.6. I keep saying that over and over again because these should make my heat management go better, and they actually make them go worse. If I change all these ER mediums out and put medium pulses on there, the heat management goes down to 1.2. But with the ER mediums, it goes to 1.26. That doesn't make any sense. Somebody made a mistake with that. So now I'm sitting at 90 tons, essentially. And I'm maxed out on toys. Now, I would love to put a computer on board, but that would require me to put one of my tons of ammo out on one of the arms, and then I'd have to put case on there, and that's going to fill up the slot. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I put this out on the arm here, and then I put a case out there, which is going to take up a slot. But now I can still put... Is it the beagle that has to go in the head? No, it's this one. There's no real advantage. Let's see what the advantages are. Increases sensor range, tag range, zoom, and speeds up targeting data. So this is kind of useful. And you obviously get the zoom boost, which doesn't really affect me much because I'm running an LRM boat with ER medium lasers. Targeting gain boost, getting all that. So I've got the biggest motor you can get. My speed is 58.3. My firepower is 60, and my heat management's 1.26. And I can fire these things all day long because I've got 7 tons of ammo. This is a viable build, and now I'm completely broke. I have plenty of weapons that I can sell, and I have mechs that I don't even use that I could also sell if I really wanted to. But let's go ahead and put a cool shot on board. God, this is a beautiful mech. Do I have any skills? Probably not. Nope. Weapon groups. One, two, three, four. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, the first match I go into, I'm probably going to end up having a match with somebody who's got, or the other team's going to have 2 7As. Those are Corsairs, by the way. 2 7As, and they're just going to max out every one of my missiles. I'm not going to be able to get any damage downrange. So let's see how this looks. So I've got one here, and one there, and then the one there. But where's the fourth set? I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's nice. My favorite inner sphere mech of all time is my Vera. My my Marauder 3R. So I have a natural thing towards the Marauders. But the Marauder 2Cs, I really am not a fan of. I haven't found a Marauder 2C that I like. I've got 2 of them. One of them's a ballistic, the other one's an energy weapon one. And I have not had success with those things. Let's take this thing out on the battlefield.